Hey everyone, welcome back. So today I am playing Fade to Silence. This is a game that I really anticipated playing, and it has been a lot of fun. I'm gonna play it on survival mode, and it is a permadeath game. I mean, you get a few lives off the hop, but if you do botch it, you end up needing to start from the beginning, but not the absolute beginning. We'll get into that a little further here. It's a little bit of a survival hack and slash. I don't really know how to categorize it. But essentially, I'm starting a brand new, fresh load of it. I had to go back and delete the save file from the previous games I've been playing with it, just because I wanted to get a kind of a feel of the game, but I realized that as you kind of move through the story, you get some things that are permanent that would carry over to a new game if you started a new game. So I wanted to go in absolutely fresh, and that's what we've got going now. I'm hoping to give you the first 60 minutes off the hop here, and if you're not familiar with this game, you'll be able to kind of see what to expect from it here. So.
Dead again. Cold, pale flesh, a feast for maggots. But the maggots have to wait. I'm not finished with you. Not yet. You failed. I triumphed. A new cycle begins.
So you can see this creature, I don't want to call him a demon, this thing snuffed out one of my flames. So I have 3 flames, which represents like the old school 3 lives at the start of your challenge.
And signs. Reflections of your deranged. No weapons. This will end quickly.
Alright, so I've got no weapons here. This torch.
And fight. But know this. When the last flame goes out, there's no more resistance.
So if I do die 3 times, any progress I make in the game will have been lost. In the top left-hand corner, you can see that my stamina bar. So I have stamina bar here.
Destroy. No one remains. You are alone, sinking in a sea of corruption. I'll soon drown you.
So that basically represents my camp, because this is where I'll build my camp. And if I do die, if I die 3 times and my flames all go out, the camp that I build will actually burn like that. So you'll lose all your progress. Got a good reach with that torch, so that's not so bad. And I just use power attacks for it too, because I end up burning through. Oh shit! Oh! Well. Lord. Not hard for me to die in this opening here. Surprisingly weak. If you've been watching my channel, you know that I die a lot in these types of games, so only having 3 lives is not guaranteed that I'm going to get very far here.
I knew you'd come back.
So somehow we use magic to cleanse that.
I hate those awful things. Why wouldn't they just leave us alone?
It's all right. I'm here now. Nothing's going to hurt you.
Promise you won't leave me alone like that again, Dad.
Allie, I have to go find supplies. We're low on food and firewood.
Remember seeing the cargo ship? In the mountains? I bet that's full of supplies.
It's too far right now, Allie. We'll just have to make do.
All right, so we got off to a good start here. We're able to kind of take a look around. And
Dad, you're back.
So I get kind of that special power, right? I'm able to kind of like look at things. So there's a toy for Allie up here. So it'll be on display. Okay. And so I have a barrel fire here that I don't believe I can light right now. But you can see how when I use my special vision, it highlights all this stuff I can pick up, so I can scavenge a little bit more easily. And I'm just gonna scavenge this camp off the hop. I'm already getting a little bit cold, so I will need to find some wood. Find a bit of wood somewhere. And maybe some food.
Hey!
Just want to see if there's anything else. There is some more stuff up here. I'm gonna take it. First time I played through this area, I didn't pick this stuff up. It was sitting up here, and there's actually some important stuff. It's upstairs. And I'll show you here right at the top. So this here is Flame of Hope, and that's essentially an extra life. This other stuff is just used for crafting, but it's more or less a one-up right there. So important to have when you only have 3 lives, basically get an extra one. But I didn't see that the first time I played through. I just didn't look around closely enough. So I'll stash that here. When I do fall in battle or through freezing to death or whatever, I can use that to restart one of the flames that's in that little cavern. That demon will pop back up. I'm sure I'll get a chance to show you that soon. Try to survive as long as I can, but death happens. Let's take a quick look at the map. Oh, so some survival notes here, just explaining like running and jumping and the different enemies and whatnot. Don't really need it so much. Let's take a look at the map. I mean, I've played quite a bit. I've unlocked this outpost and this outpost before I decided I'd restart so I could make a video. I just didn't want to be completely useless at this, depending on how difficult it was. wanted to at least know my way around the world.
Eke out a life collecting sticks and bits of rotten food. Toil without ceasing. Or just lie down in your grave, waiting peacefully for your inevitable end.
Okay, so this is a warming shard, and these shards are going to add to my boons and blessings, and these are permanent. Okay, so you can see right now I don't have any boons or blessings. On the left-hand side, you're going to see there's one little shard in my warming shards category, and as I build those up, or as I discover them, they become permanent. So even if I do die and my camp burns, and all my progress is lost, that progress is not lost. And the only reason it's at 0 right now is because I specifically went back and deleted my progress so that I have a fresh start to start again and kind of like play along from scratch. That's just more crafting stuff there. Might as well just get it all, get as much stuff right off the hop as I can possibly get. We just run along here. And all I really have is a torch to defend myself with, so there's not a lot of enemies right here right now, so we're relatively safe. Take a look at the map here and see where we'd like to go. So there's a hunting ground right here, and there's trees that would be suitable to chop here. I don't have anything I can hunt with, and I don't have anything I can chop down trees with, but you see all these little points on the map, like points of interest. So we're just going to kind of tag some of those off real quick and see what's available to us. We're able to craft a few basic items anyway, so as soon as we get the stuff we need for that, we'll craft some other items. So there's a deer here, but there's really no chance of me getting it with my torch. I'll need a bow and arrow for that. I walked right past that point of interest, but I didn't see it. Alright, so Grubroot, Bloodhaw, Bloodbane, these are mostly for preparing these types of items. What I really need is either this axe or this bow. So I need some pristine wood and some fiber, so it's probably better to do the axe before the bow. And the axe I can also use for self-defense, so we're gonna try to find pristine wood and some salvage, and I can make up some fiber right now. So now I have some fiber. Get the other ingredients, we'll be good to go. So I would like to just be able to go back and have some food in the cupboard and some firewood available before things get too crazy. So we got some arrows. Come on, salvage. Ooh. No salvage there, but I'll take it. Okay, so this is going to be a nest. I bet we will find some salvage there if we take it out. It's right there. Shit. Alright, so red spots on the ground, that's from this thing that's floating above our head. It's gonna drop some stuff down on us. Cleanse this. Usually rewards us somehow. Oh shit. So it popped out a warming shard there, so that's good news for us. Makes our lives easier. Undying Ember, and a shard. Or, sorry, some salvage, so I bet we can make the axe now. We're missing some pristine wood. Damn. Let's push on to the next one. I don't think we're gonna hit anything that's too dangerous. So. Good. Nothing to it. Picked up a nourishing shard. So you have to pick up 3 of those before they actually affect anything. No salvage. No pristine wood. We might get some just by hanging out in the forest, or like going to the forest. So maybe I'll... Like this forest here's all yellow because it's a good forest, and we'll be able to use it as a... Yeah, I'm gonna freeze to death if I don't get some wood here soon. So like we'll be able to use that, or eventually we'll have like followers, and we'll be able to like chop down these trees and stuff. So here's some firewood, some basic firewood. Hear someone now, so somebody guarding this place. Some more firewood. Whoops. So I'm a little hungry and very cold. I'm just gonna take this out just in case. Yeah, I can hear some of these. So we have some healing stuff. Okay, kind of everything except for pristine wood at this point. What the fuck? What was that? Oh, it's a memory. We've got a lot of stuff here, but not any of the stuff that I'm looking for right now. Oh! That really fucked me up. So hold on. really do want to start a fire now, just because. I don't know. I'm not finding any pristine wood, and I'm getting really, really, really cold. So I'm gonna. Is it banging something? All right, let's see if we can't head back to our base then. We've kind of explored a little bit here. Maybe we'll find some wood on the way back, some pristine wood on the way back. What? Something is playing some spooky music. Something must be happening. Oh, he's way over there. Whatever. We'll take it what I have back to base here, and we'll drop it off. We'll see about warming up by a fire and maybe making some food. I do want to check out that point of interest on the way home, because it was the one point of interest that I walked right past without seeing it. So I'm sure that it's the one place that has pristine wood for me. Let's see, there's something here. So that's firewood. Grub root. Anything else? All right, let's get to a fire. Just in time, it looks like there was a blizzard on the horizon. And the blizzard does make stuff very cold. Like, it goes down to like -90, and there's a blizzard there. And I'm almost about to freeze to death anyways. Alright. Let's sit down here and see what we can make.
Waking nightmares await.
Wants us to rest, but I think we're gonna need some food. So we'll rest for 3 hours. We'll warm up by the fire.
Opening the shield now.
All right, so that was from the memory that we picked up. We got a little screen or a little screen of something there. So I will make some food, just because we're dangerously close to death. I don't like using the grub root for that, because we could use like that for fiber and other things. It's like the most useful thing we have right now. I'm gonna make this pouch because we can add this to our belt and it'll expand our inventory. Oops. So there it is. Gives us a couple extra blocks for inventory. I guess I should eat. And I'll just take that food with me. Yeah, so back out we go, I guess, map-wise. Maybe take a look at this point of interest and move up this way. Or I could go to the forest here and see if there's... Yeah, I think I'll go to the forest here and see if there's just like pristine wood just like sitting on the ground. You never know. You might just find some laying about. It's really the thing that's holding us back right now is getting some pristine wood, so... Grub root. Oh, here we go. Come on, pristine wood. I think that's some right there. I think that's pristine wood. Looks like it. Pristine wood. Here we go. So everything is going to come into fall into place now. So I'm going to make the axe. Good. Pretty good. And then what we'll do is we'll equip the axe instead of this flame. And yeah, I suppose we should fell some trees then. I know there's a new event here. It's usually survivors, so we are going to get to that here. I just want to have the bow and arrow first. I saw a chest here too. So
What's that? Skulking.
Watch it! Ripper! Damn it!
Oh hey, there's a person. Yeah, slow and steady here. I wish I had the bow. I mean, this is not the hardest thing to do or anything, but... Oh, did I just pick up a bow? What did I just pick up? I'm sure it was a bow and arrow.
Just loot it and leave. She left it behind.
I will go find her just because I've never seen this event before. I'm not... Shit. Oh! This is a suicider. Whew.
Running scared. You're no better than her.
Oh! Try to jump out of the way to watch that. I'm not running scared. I don't know where she went. I guess she went up here.
A hairpin. Old junk.
So she dropped a bow and a hairpin? Come on, can I craft anything now? Sure. Oh, I'm only short fiber? I'm sure I have lots of fiber here. Yeah. Okay, so now I have a bow. Let's see if I can make the sword too. Oh, I can. It's all coming together. So while I'm making that, I will equip the bow. And I guess now I have to equip some arrows. And I'm done making that, so we'll equip this too. Now the axe is just going to be for wood cutting. It's not going to be for anything else, really. That's fine, I'm not like opposed to that. The sword is going to be much better attack weapon than the axe. Shit. Why didn't I did not even notice them there.
Lucky shot, fuckwit.
Oh! She's making short work of these.
So, you're not completely fucking useless.
Hey, lady. Jeez.
That frozen monster. It would have woken up when you opened...
Hey, fuckwit. I know what I'm doing, okay?
Clearly. Why did you run off then?
When I saw you, your ugly fucking face scared the shit out of me.
What can I do to redeem myself?
Replace my fucked up bow?
Give her my... What? I just made this bow.
Here. Take mine. Will this
Okay.
do?
Most people would have said, fuck off, Vic, and left. Why did you do this for me?
I couldn't leave you out here completely defenseless.
Who are you calling defenseless, you fucking asshole?
I found this.
Ease up,
Is
lady.
it yours?
Jesus.
This belonged to a friend. She died when the Earth went from cold to bad.
I'm sorry.
I must have something in my eye. Fucking snow. I use her hairpin to pick locks. No noise, no monsters. Here, take something. I owe you.
Okay. What'd she give me? So this is a little bit of a, she's adept at wood cutting, hunting, and metalworking. Her melee's high and her ranged is high. I like that. Self-healing is low. Okay. I'm gonna ask her to join the camp.
I need someone with your resourcefulness in my camp.
Fuck it. I'll go. But that doesn't mean I'll stay.
Good. So we have our first follower. And we'll see what else is up here. Get these herbs. So I'm out of storage again. I don't want that. I want... Let's see what we can craft here. I think that's pristine wood as well, so I definitely want some of that. I don't know if that'll reduce how much is in my inventory right now, but... You know what? I might be able to make another pouch and equip it, and that would give me some storage anyway. I'm not opposed to that. What? Oh, because I don't have any room in the pouch. So let me just drop this for a second, and then I'll make the pouch. And oh yeah, I don't have a bow now. Shit. I'm gonna have to make a bow too. So now that I've made the pouch, I can equip the pouch. And now I have some open slots. So, goddamn, make some more fiber. Getting cold all this while too, by the way. Yes. So we want to make a bow, and then we'll equip the bow, and then we'll pick up the rest of the stuff. Good. Leave nothing behind. At least that's the plan. So pristine wood, pristine wood. And there's still something inside this. Come on, search. And I do have to eat some food right now. Let's go back to the base then. Get her back and that will help out actually having her around, because she'll be able to do some of the tasks that I know are on our to-dos. I mean, that is helpful actually to have her around to do some of this fighting too, because I don't want some little accident to happen and die, because each life is kind of valuable to me. So one of two things that we'll need to do, we will need to chop down some trees to claim those areas as chopping grounds. Here's a tree.
Cut them down.
Whoa, where's that tree going?
Destroy the resistance.
Where the hell did it go?
Hasten your downfall.
I'm not exactly sure what happened there. Oh, is that it? Fell way over here. So take some firewood and some pristine wood. I'm leaving all this tainted wood for the time being. She'll pick up lots and lots of tainted wood as time goes on anyway. Might as well kill this deer on the way home.
But you'll only slice the air.
85% sure I hit it there. Yeah, he's dying. Down he goes. Good. So now that claims hunting grounds for me and gives me some raw meat. And so I have hunting grounds that I've claimed, and I have a forest that I've claimed for wood salvage, or wood collection. So we're off to a good start. Off to a good start now. We'll return to base, and we've got a little bit of base building to do. Not to mention, we need to warm up. Where'd she go anyway? Did she die already? Oh, there she is. Sometimes when you go out in this game, you don't come back with the followers you thought you'd go with. So she immediately gets to work on stuff when we come back to base, which is great. I am going to return here.
Allie, we have someone new in the camp. Just came in from the wild. She goes by Vic.
I saw her in the fringes of the camp, alone. I don't think Vic likes being around other people much.
Alright, so maybe what I should actually be doing here is storing some of the stuff that I'm not going to be needing. So I'm not gonna...
So, Rascal, what did you get up to while I was gone?
Vic is counting more and more these days. What do you think is making her so anxious?
I will store some of the stuff that I don't tend to use much of for anything. Pristine wood, I'll hold on to. Some of these are for potions and whatnot, and I will hold on to them as well.
My stomach hurts.
So I still have things I
and
need
I keep seeing stars.
to forge, or not forge, but craft. And now we'll make food out of meat, which is a much better plan than making it out of grub root, because grub root does a lot of other things for us. So we need 12 fiber and 3 pristine remains, and we need 6 salvage and 6 fiber. So the fiber's not going to be the difficult part, it's the salvage and the remains. I think I had like 1 remain. I'm not sure if I had more there. So I'm going to make the pick as well. No reason not to. Okay. 4 of those, 5 of those, so that's plenty. I'm going to make this into fiber. So, and I'll just hold 1 back. I have 6 fiber, and of course I'll need some more later.
I haven't eaten enough in ages.
So we'll put 1 food in storage. And oh, she's already collected 108 tainted wood. So that's a lot of tainted wood. Pristine wood. I'm gonna put some normal wood in there. So carrying pristine wood instead. Yeah, might as well take the fiber. Yeah, that's about it. I don't really need anything else from that rate yet. So we're still on our tear to find some stuff. Let's talk about base building. So this is our base building stuff that we have here. I'm gonna try to squeeze this hut right into the corner if I can. Good. And then I've got to run over there and tell her to build that. Because I can't build it. That's weird things. Like, I have to have survivors, or I have to have teammates in order to do that. And when it's white like this, that means that we have all the stuff for it, and I'm going to assign Vic to build it. She'll have it built in 6 hours. What a hut does for us is... I guess I should just read it off. Basically, allows your followers to heat and eat more efficiently, reducing daily upkeep costs. Construct 1 hut per follower for optimal efficiency. Okay, so we've got some... One hut, one follower, that's more than enough. We can start kind of like talking about other things we might need. I think the best thing to do is start with either the wood carver's corner or the butcher's corner, and that'll help us process some of that tainted stuff. Because there's a lot more tainted wood out there than normal wood, and there's a lot more tainted meat than normal meat. So you can kind of process that stuff and save yourself a lot of gathering, because your gathering locations will also run dry eventually. So there's also a medicine hut to build some medicines for us to keep us healthy. I'm probably going to lean towards the forge first, just so that I can get better armor, because I think that's what I'm doing. I haven't had the workshop before. I assume that's to give me better tools, weapons, war machines, and materials. So I might need somebody who can actually run that, though, to adept at construction. So she's adept at construction, so she should be able to build that for me. And once her hut's complete, I'll get her to build the next thing. Let's take a look at the map. Covered quite a lot of ground here. Covered quite a lot of ground. There's just let's take this marker away. So this is our wood shot, or our forest, and this is the first hunting ground we've had. So we're gonna keep pushing on that way. Maybe come up here and get these areas, and then also go for this, because there's a lot of resources trapped up in this outpost. So the faster you can get this outpost, the better. I might just take this outpost right now and just go straight there and do it, and then maybe catch some of these things on the way home. Just because there's so many resources there, and it's a pretty quick thing to do. Have a little bite to eat. Okay, so we've got our first survivor, we've got a hut on the way, and we're on to the next thing. I think I'm actually going to cut it off right here, and we'll pick it up next time as I decide what is the next thing we should do. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed it, this little bit of a sneak peek, and please come back and watch again. Thanks for watching.